Hi guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we're going to be coloring our flower drawings using oil pastel, focusing on just tints and shades. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get a box of oil pastels. You're going to pick out a pure hue, so one of the colors off the color wheel. You're also going to want to have a paper towel so you can clean the goobers off, like that. And you also want to have a black and white. If you have any of these missing, just go back to the extras and there's a little extras cup there. Just take whatever you need. So if you're missing a white or something, you can grab that. Now, just as we're starting out, I want us to just begin by taking our base color, so our hue in here. Mine's orange, yours could be red, it could be blue, it could be purple. It just has to be a color that's on the color wheel, so not like brown or anything. And you're just gonna start by just retracing your lines with that hue. Okay, so you would retrace all of your lines. I'm gonna do this as fast as I can. You can, take your time on it. And what this is gonna do is this is just gonna help me, because there's so many different layers of petals, this is just gonna help me kind of stay inside the little boundary of each petal so that I can think about shading this one at a time. Now, what we're really focusing on here is not making these look like perfectly real flowers, but learning how to make tints and shades in our artwork and having those blending techniques when we're using oil pastels so that we can apply them to trickier projects moving forward. All right, so now that I have this all outlined with that base color, I'm going to start by actually my outer edges, my outer petals, and I'm going to be shading the outer ones first and working my way in. Now, there's lots of different flowers, so if you have one that just has like 5 petals, just start with whichever petal is first. Now, I'm gonna choose to go dark to light here, but you can also do light to dark if you want. It's up to you. So I'm gonna begin by shading on the part of the petal that's closest to the center of the flower. And I'm gonna press hard, okay? Then I'm going to go a little bit lighter for my next sort of like step or layer. If you think about this like a value scale, those of you who had time to work on the little value scale. And then my next one, it's gonna be even lighter. So now I'm like really like barely touching it. And whoops, my light just went off. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. And then I'm just gonna put like a little tiny bit on the edge here, okay? So now you can see it goes like dark to light. Now, I'm going to take my finger and I'm gonna blend, and I'm staying inside the petal, especially around those edges. I can almost like trace my finger around them. And it's gonna blend it so it's a little bit smoother, so it's not so like But you're gonna notice that when I get to this area, because I only have a little bit of oil pastel, it's not gonna blend very well. That's where my nifty white's gonna come in. So I'm gonna, if I need to give it a little peel, I can. Make sure that it is free of goobers. So you have your paper towel and you're wiping it off. And then I'm gonna start on the edge there, and I'm gonna color really hard with the white, like this, along the edge. And then a little bit softer with the white as I get closer toward the center. And then I'm just gonna take a clean finger and I'm gonna blend again. Okay, so this is gonna allow me to have my hue, which is the pure orange on the color wheel. and my tints and shades. And then I can kind of blend this edge a little bit too if I want, just to give it a nice little effect. Now, once you have done all your petals like this, so you're not going to use the black yet, okay, the very end, what you can then do is on the part of the petal that is closest to the center, you're just going to do very, very light with the black, like this, just in those edges. But we want to do this last because the black oil pastel is very beautiful, but it's very smudgy, okay? So if we do this last, we don't have to worry about getting it everywhere, but it creates like a really nice shade and a really nice little kind of shadow effect, okay? So like I said, you're gonna do all of your hues and tints first. So this end, and then the last oil pastel you use is, go ahead, say it out loud. What's the last oil pastel you use, class? Thank you. Black, okay? Black is gonna be last. So have lots of fun with this, take your time, and don't forget to blend, 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 and make sure that we can really see a difference between your different tints and shades.